Hey there guys, this is Cassandra. I'm a Riffle in Time. I'm so glad you're here. We are doing an unboxing today, but a special kind of unboxing. We are doing a subscription box unboxing. Now, I don't know if you've heard of the Page of Cups quarterly subscription box, but I saw this, I think it was over on Lisa's channel. There is a subscription box for like the tarot oracle lovers out there, and I was really excited to get it. This is my first box ever. I've never gotten it before. I honestly placed it so that we could just discover this together. I thought it would be a fun thing to do every quarter, just see the goodies that are inside. There is either going to be a tarot or an oracle deck in here, a book. Actually, let me get the specifics. There's a hard or soft cover book, a tarot or an oracle deck, a large bag of herbal tea from Witch's Moon, one bookmark designed and created by Witch's Moon, an exclusive piece of artwork to include in your Book of Shadows. Now, I've had Witch's Moon boxes before, personally, like a couple years ago, and I think it was the Witch's Moon, and I think I've also had the Witch's Roots box. If this is something that you would like, I'm happy to try like other subscription boxes and do like little unboxing peeks of those. I just thought that this would be a fun thing to do that was like pretty relaxed and just fun. I love to see what's inside the boxes, so I'm going to save this until I think most people have gotten them. They ship out between the 1st and the 25th of January. So you'll see this probably the first week of February, just to hopefully everybody gets theirs. But I thought it would be really fun and also a cool way to discover a new deck and a new like tarot adjacent kind of vibe of a book. So we're gonna get in here. I just have literally cut the tape on it. I have not even opened the box yet. And it's really cool because the only thing I saw of the box before, which would have been last quarter's, was Lisa showed the deck that was given. And I'm assuming this is the deck here. It's nice and wrapped. And actually here, let me give you a little peeky inside what the box looks like. But it is nicely wrapped up and along with the book so that you can't see it on first sight, which I really love for this video. Good to know that I can actually kind of open it up first, but I didn't want to ruin the surprise. I wonder if this is the tea. Breathe of Trua, maybe? Let's see. We have the little bookmark here, which I really love. I love this green tassel. I am definitely a nature forest kind of gal, so I love a good green. And then this here, it looks like might be a little description card. Is this on what's in here? I believe so. I think that says what is in here. And then we also have the art. Ooh, this is a money spell. That's really cool. So this is like a little piece to add if you have like a growing Book of Shadows or if you want to start one. Now, I've had a previous box before. I actually have it close by for this reason. This was a Witch's Root box that I got for Christmas. I had actually picked a specific one that was like one of their past boxes because I love Persephone and I wanted to see what the Persephone box was about. But you also in that box get these little pieces to put in a Book of Shadows, which I think is a really cool thing that they do. It's like, if you don't already have one, it's a good idea for like, if you journal, you could also use it in that. But this one specifically is from Icelandic Plant Magic for a money spell. And it gives you all of the ingredients you need, the time it needs to be created on, and the instructions. So here, let me take it out of here so it has less shine. But these are always like really nicely packaged and like printed on like really nice cardstock. This is a really thick. But how beautiful is that? We have here, again, I think that's the tea. So put this back. I want to start a book to put all these in. I think it would be a special thing to do. Even if the book was smaller, like those are, I could take pieces of this and kind of collage it together, or I can make a bigger book and then put like those smaller ones on the same page and collage it, vice versa. So I want to open this tea up. Yes, this is the Ritual Herbal Tea. Oh, I love the smell of that. Let's see if we can get you in there. And it comes with a little bag, like a reusable tea bag, which I love. I love that because not everybody has them. Now I have my own little tea things because I love tea. So let's actually, I don't want to look at the actual card here because I think it'll tell me what is in here, and I want to open this together with you. Let's do the book first. Let's do the book first. We'll save the deck for last. So if you just want to see what deck's in it, you could have already skipped ahead. I don't have the best nails right now. I just trimmed my nails because I went to a pottery class, my first ever, and it was my brave act of the month. I might have to cut this. We are getting somewhere. But I did trim my nails for the pottery class so that I was more able to like get in there. And this, I love saving little things like this and adding them into my collage journal or reusing them in a space. I'll definitely reuse this paper. If you don't know, I love to reuse things. I try very hard to do so. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so I love how everything's always so well themed together. So we have the money spell that was, like I said, the Icelandic plant magic, and the book that we get is on that exactly. Powerful flora of the distant north. The magic of Iceland is known to all those who have set foot on the seemingly desolate rock in the North Atlantic. Mystical staves, crafty hidden folk, and the dangerous ghosts of long-dead priests all have their place within the magic of the island. However, our plant life tends to go unnoticed, hiding in the shadows of the misty mountains or thriving in the warmth of the geothermal stream. The plants of this island hold potent magic that is waiting to be called upon. Magic thrives in ice and snow. Icelandic plant magic explores an often neglected area of Norse magic. A synthesis of traditional magic, folklore, and modern magical practice, it includes a rich index of plants, their properties and uses, as well as a description of magical tools and practices. It offers the reader a chance to experience another world of knowledge in the magic of nature. So cool. And then what I'll do, give you a little peeky inside. It is a thick book. Now, let's look at, does it have an index? Oh, I love a good index. So it looks like we have a glossary, recipes, an introduction, a glossary, recipes, a spell book, and there is lots in here. I'll let you get a peek at the contents. That's like the best way to look at a book like this. I think stuff like this, it's like I would never find this on my own. So I love a good box that will, I wonder, I probably bet that spell comes from this book, which is really cool. So this, with your little, oh my gosh, with a little green bookmark, hold on, let's just pause for the appreciation of like intentional matching. Matches like the little pops of green. I love stuff like that. I can't help it. Like little intentional matching. I might even go downstairs and make a little of the tea so that we can do that together. And like I'll come back and I'll have a little sip with you and tell you what it tastes like. Oh, that'll be fun. We'll do that. Okay. See, that one came off so much easier. The first one's gonna look like I was being silly, but it was really tight on there. And then for probably the big piece here that most are. Because usually I think it says that these are decks that are not out quite yet. They're working with publishers directly to include books and decks that are newly released or highly admired. Now, I don't even know what this deck is. The Rune Tarot. Again, I told you, it's like so well matched together. So the Rune Tarot by Jack Sephiroth. Don't quote me on that last name pronunciation. The incredible artist and author of the Heaven and Earth Tarot combines two divinational traditions into one unique comprehensive system. Both traditions are a fantastic tool to gain insight into your life. In the Runic Tarot, you'll be able to see how runes converse with tarot and vice versa. To create something unique, it is a path of primal magic, powerful divination, and pure spirituality. Each card is connected to both an Old Norse god or goddess and to a rune, whose symbol can be found weaved into the artwork. And this is a Lo Scarabeo deck, and it contains 78 cards and a 106 page book. So, oh, by the way, this little tool I'm going to use off camera is a little sword, like letter opener that I got from, it's the Nick, who's the creator of the Somnia Tarot, had like the swords redone into, again, like paper letter openers, and I bought one. So that's what I use to open things on the secretly off camera. I don't want to get flagged for having like a knife or something on camera. So I tried to do these things off off the camera. The outside of the book is that like beautiful matte feel. I love that. For somebody who is a sensory, well, I almost said a sensory rich, but a sensory person, I love the feel of things. I will always mention, I wonder if you can catch it on camera, but the little green of the eyes is like almost glowing. Maybe I'll, yeah, it's like the green of the wolf's eyes. It almost looks like they're like glowing, how much they pop off of that. And then here is the side, the back, and that's what I just read you a minute ago. And it is a nice little magnetic side box here. And we have some runic art on the side there. We do have a full colored book. I love a book that has colored images. And then housed inside is the deck in a plastic wrap. And we will get, try not to have to use my, yeah, I win. And just like a little news, for news and information, follow Lo Scarabeo Tarot on Facebook and then on Instagram. And here are the backs of the cards. Now the cardstock feels pretty, that like kind of glossy. I feel like this, I felt this cardstock from them before. This feels pretty similar to me. We have another kind of like information card of like the name of the deck. And then what I want to do is I think I'm going to flip you around. I think we're going to flip through the whole deck. I think that'll be a nice little journey. And then I can also show you the book a little better too for the deck. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll be back in a second. Okay, now that we have technically unboxed everything, I want to look at this little paper real quick. That tells us what's in here. Whispers from the North. When is the last time you stepped into the wilderness to listen to the whispers of the enchanting elms or the howling of a far-off spirit? When is the last time you knelt before a blossoming flower to ask for its guidance and truth? And this very special page of Cups Quarterly, we ride upon the whispers from the North, absorbing their wisdom and raw power, yet feeling as if home has opened its doors to us. In this truly beautiful collection, we dive into the transformative powers of Icelandic and Norse magic, calling upon the ancient gods and goddesses to empower and inspire our journey. The Icelandic plant magic, which we peeked at. I'm gonna bring back here. And this is the special limited edition. that has just recently printed in 2023. And we have, again, the little green with the green. And we've already taken a little look at this, but I want to give you kind of a little flippy here. And then we have we're gonna skip to the tea because I went and made it. And it comes out this like really cool, like greeny yellow color that seems to fit this whole box. And here's the blend up here of what's all in it. I did exactly what it said pretty much. And I did add sugar because I'm a sugar in my tea kind of gal, but it is a very like light herbally flavor. Honestly, there's nothing that stands out too much. I do get the hint of like that peppermint licorice root, but it stays pretty like medium in its flavor. It's not like a super strong, which I find from most herbal teas. But I actually quite enjoy the flavoring. I love a good minty kind of tea. And then we have, last but not least, the deck. So let's see if we can see yes, there you can see it so much better. Look how they're glowing. So the box here, we'll go to the sides of it here, and then the inside where we saw, and it's just one of those little, I call them hidey holes, hidey hole boxes. We'll take another, I want to give you a better look at there we go, the spell there. She's beautiful. And then we're gonna flip through this deck. And let's do the guidebook first. The same art from the box. And here's our table of contents. You know I love the Path of Runes, and then it's gonna start going into, and that's into the cards. But it looks like there's a good bit of information for each of the cards. Maybe we'll pull a card after just for good sake here. Let's zoom on in. Going to pull up just a little bit, but I do want to stay pretty close for this. And as always, I like to keep the flip through silent so that you can just watch and look at the cards. Alrighty, I am back. Now I am going to give us a good shuffle here. Now I will say that it is a little on the kind of, I think this is again pretty normal for these types of decks. The glossy with like the maybe a little bit thicker on the paper on the cardstock there, but it is riffleable. But we are going to here look in the book and see what our Nine of Shields is. Okay, so the Nine of Shields. Now in the minors, there is not a photograph, but there's still a really good bit of information here. Let's back it up a little here. And you can see the image description will explain what you see in the image, just to make sure you're not missing anything. It also points out the two runes that appear. If you didn't notice that there are some like highlighted runes on the cards. The meaning, the Nine of Shields is all about showcasing your talents and knowing when you have done well, knowing how well you have done in your life. This hunter has done well for themselves. The shields captured from battle show their knowledge and prowess. They aren't too concerned about others sneaking in and taking what they have. Their body position is suggestive, and it seems to tempt others to determine whether they have what it takes to bring this warrior down. This warrior is so good at what they do, they not only took down a polar bear, but they also trained a white owl as a companion. Keywords: upright, success, a sense of accomplishment, enjoy promotion, spiritual happiness, enjoy luxury. Reversed, go slow, rely on others for survival, not living to your potential, more effort required, false expectations. Bind rune, energy to accomplish your goals. Interpreting the runes, and then we have there, means fearless, and is the representation of a strong power. Each of the majors has the full image, and then it has the pages. So just like, I feel like most decks are like that, where the majors do have a little bit more than the minors, just because of the majors are usually the larger scale, kind of bigger events, and the minors being the like day-to-day smaller. So it makes sense. But a little box set here. We have the tea, we have our money spell, the book, some little tea bags, and it's a little set here. I hope that you enjoyed looking into this deck with me. I am going to bring you around and say goodbye. Alrighty guys, I hope you had fun like I did, just peeking inside the box. I really love how Witch's Moon is so intentional about weaving together the box to be so on theme. I think I've always felt that way about any of the boxes. They just really have a good theme. If you want to see me open more varieties of boxes, or have any certain boxes that you would like to see on the channel, I'm happy to do so. I think it's a fun way for us to spend some time together. I will be putting probably most of the decks and books on the pre-loved section of the website as a way to like spread it out to you guys. I have a large collection of decks, and this is more of like a community event little thing for me. So if anyone's interested, this deck and the book and everything will be on the website for you. And so I just love spending time with you. I love the little surprise of like what's in the box. So we will be back with another one of these next quarter. So until then, I love you. Thank you for being here with me.